And so we are now here at free agency after an exceptionally strong draft in our Chicago Blackhawks franchise mode. We got some stuff to do, money to spend, some roster spots to fill out here. But before we get into that, we have some prediction winners to read off from the last season's point scoring contest, as well as don't forget to hit that like button, of course, keep the momentum for this series going on, because we are rebuilding this once proud and recently sort of fallen out of the good graces franchise here. So, winners from the point scoring contest. We do have two no clean sweeps, however, but they did get two correct. The first one here is fucking Stallion Duck, who guessed for the team lead, Seth Jones, and the league lead, Austin Matthews. Those were both correct. Vasilevsky, unfortunately, was not one of the top goalies. It was Markstrom on his own up there with 6 stats. And the second one here is Zinthi, who guessed Andreas Antanasiou, as well as Austin Matthews. So congrats to the pair of you, and best of luck to all participants in this next season. So, things to do here. We need maybe a couple forwards to fill things out here. We have to spend a decent chunk of money. Now, we're not going to go for anyone, incredible. We're going to spend probably some extra money on some borderline type guys that sort of fit in with our team here. If you do kind of a forward count, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're right on 9. You're kind of getting into guys that you don't quite want to use yet. Rantala we want, in the AHL. Entwistle we could use. We could use Lafferty. These guys are done growing. Maybe even use Kachuk here. Maybe even Kara. So, guys that you would want to use, you got 8, you could use 9, 10, 11. So, you're going to need probably 2 more guys. We could use Senny as well. Definite option. So, but we got to spend some money here. So, maybe grab a forward or 2. Defensively, we're pretty okay. You got all the way down to Regula here. There's your 7. So, we could use that. Yeah, you could maybe fill out the AHL a bit, but I also need 2 goaltenders. So, basically, we have in mind what we need to do here in free agency. Did I want to do extensions? Not particularly. No, nothing really major here. We have one offered to Reichel already, so that's kind of all we're going to be doing here. So, we'll take a look here at the free agency list. And obviously, we're not taking any of these top guys. We're just not that kind of team, not in the market for them. We want to scroll a bit further down to some people down here. Now, the good thing to do would be to get guys who might be able to get some stat growth, who have enough time for that at least. Do I need centers or wings? Let me just check that real quick, because that is going to affect kind of who we grab here. So again, maybe 1, 2 forwards. Oops. We're good on centers, honestly. Domi. Yeah, maybe a winger to pair with Antanasiou and Domi. Antanasiou is what, sniper? Yeah, so he's a sniper. You got playmaker here and Domi. Alright. Alrighty, so let's see. So probably 2 wingers. 2 wingers should be just fine here. So let's go ahead and look for a couple of wingers that we could stuff in here. Another sniper wouldn't be bad. A little bit on the older side. Let's just stick with forwards. So we'll kind of figure things out here. Yeah, like I said, another sniper wouldn't be too bad. You gotta be right age. Like Milano. Sonny Milano is kind of a perfect sort of guy that we're looking for. Or more. Milano wants less years. We'll check stats out. Trevor Moore is another playmaker, but kind of okay with that. Really nice offensive awareness, whereas Milano, not so much. So I'm kind of favoring Trevor Moore here to kind of stuff on that first line. An 84, he's not incredible, not going to really boost this team up, but could be a guy to get some good amount of points here. So 2 or 3 year deal is optimal. Let's go with 3. And well, yeah, we are going to overpay. Yeah, 3 years should be fine. We have to spend at least like 13 million here. So we're going to overpay quite a bit for Trevor Moore. Probably like 7 by 3. Now, that won't really affect us too much. Like, the 7 million, like, we have so much money and a bunch of guys on entry levels. This will match up perfectly with a lot of those entry levels. So, 3 years seems to kind of be the number here. So, Trevor Moore, 3x7. We'll offer him that. That should lock him in. Now, we can go a bit further down, get someone else to kind of fill this out. Well, player type is kind of going to be interesting. Let me see here. Just to kind of check what sort of line combinations that we're going to have. Player type combinations that we're looking at. And that'll kind of affect what I'm going for. So you have like playmaker, 2 playmaker sniper top line. Johnson is 2-ways. Radish 2-way as well. He's a power forward. Kurashev, playmaker. Listed as 3rd line. Maybe you want to play him in his role. Try to maybe boost him up slightly. I don't know, it could be 2. It could be kind of anything with that combination. Yeah, if you're likely going to have Radish, Johnson, and someone else. So it could either be it could be a center too, but TJ could take those draws. He's got a 77. So, yeah, left winger or center. Honestly, player type doesn't quite matter as much, especially with that 2-way being in there. So, we'll go back and we'll see. Let's see here. Barbashev's not too bad. Again, a bit of flexibility because he can also take draws. Ooh, he's nice. He's pretty good. Yeah. Barbashev. Again, a guy kind of right in his prime, on the border. Probably do a 3-year deal for him as well. And, honestly, go 7. And that should get us close enough to that cap floor that we're looking at. Again, we're going to still be spending a little bit of money, but it'll likely, well, we do need 1 backup, so we can spend a bit more there. But let's offer that to Barbashev. And for goaltenders, again, not going to get anyone too good. I believe, I have to keep checking, man, I'm sorry. Running 2 different franchise modes as well. I got to remember to keep track of everything. My brain's not fully working this early in the morning either, so. Yeah, you have, so you need, well, someone who can maybe even start over Mrazek. So someone a little better, probably a stat growth thing. Yeah, let's go for that. And then need a backup for the AHL because I like Soderblom. So a major starter, minor backup. And that should take care of all the signings that we're going to need here. Then we can move on to setting everything up and probably just sim through another full year as we're, you know, a bit more of the tanking type team. Unfortunately, there's not really that optimal person. I'm hoping for like an 83 around that in the mid-20s mark. Nedeljkovic probably a bit too good. 85, a bit too good, I think, in my opinion. So Stolarz might be kind of the guy we go for here. Again, we're not trying to be super good, just try to put bodies in locations. Nedeljkovic, you know, he's a solid 1A. We don't quite need that. So I guess Stolarz or Brossoit. But Stolarz, they're basically the same age. Yeah, 910, 902 with more games. So I guess we'll try for Brossoit here. And, well, he wants less for more years. Whatever. All right, we'll do like a 3x3. That'll be 17 million spent. And that should push us up to that cap floor. And that's really all we're looking for here. So Brossoit, and we'll look for the backup. Probably Jones, 2271. Yeah, 2271. That's a nice solid AHL backup. So let's max him out on a 2-way just to make sure we get him. And that should pretty much do it for us in the free agency. That's 4 guys. That'll put us at an optimal sort of contract range. I don't believe there's anyone I was really keying in on. No. Yeah, no, not at all. So no real prospects to pick up here. We're good on coaches. Don't need to revamp the scouts yet. So let's advance a couple days and see if we get these guys, which we should. I don't even know if we're going to be doing many trades because, yeah, we got, oh, okay, Reichel accepted the extension. The reason for maybe not doing too many trades is we simply kind of have a lot of good picks. Yeah, we're at the cap floor, as you can see. Yeah, we have, well, more than enough. We have 6 picks in the first 2 rounds. That's 1 more than we are allowed to have. A couple threes. We actually have 12 max, so we can, if we shift one of these, we can pick up another pick. But we can, again, we can hold on to all of them. We just can't draft all 6 of these picks, which should be easy enough if we want to shift around in the draft and all that. But we got everything that we need right now to sort of keep going here. So that kind of wraps it up. Kind of a, more of a low-key offseason than it was, obviously, at the start of things when we were kind of just blowing up and revamping everything. But that's exactly what we're looking for here. So I'm going to sim up, get all that kind of stuff taken care of, and we'll get through this next season. All right, so that didn't take too long. Mostly best lines. I did make a couple tweaks here and there, but it's going to be Anta to see you, Domi, Moore, Barbashev, Johnson, Rodish, Kershaw, Blackwell, Reichel, and then Kachuk, Kara, and Entwistle. Defensive pairings, McCabe, Jones, Murphy, Regula, and then the guy we just drafted, Brody McKenzie, listed as top 6. We're throwing him in there into the top 6. So that's where we're going with that. And I'll put him on the top power play unit as well. We're going to have Domi, Moore, Anthony, McKenzie, Jones. And that's what we're rolling with here. The second power play unit's pretty bad when it comes to chemistry, but it's just some extra guys. Kind of want to load the top up, and that's really the only change. Most of everything else is best lines. Quick kind of look at things here. You could pause on anything that you want to take a look at, but not too worried about everything else. We're a tanking team, so we don't really care about anything. Brussois and Mrazek, who dropped down to a 79. I don't know if that's decline or just stat minuses. It doesn't really matter. And, of course, scratches. We got Lafferty as a scratch, as well as, Mitchell listed as depth. He does have a bit of growth to him, but he's not getting too much better. He's not too well built either, so yeah, I preferred keeping in Regula here. He's got a bit more growth to him. Slightly better built, although that defensive awareness is a bit lower than my liking. But that's what we're going to be rolling with here. That is going to be the lines. And again, we're not going to be really making any trades right here. I don't even know if we'll be making trades at the deadline here. We're kind of, the goal is just get to that next draft. I mean, that's the idea. We don't really have any movable type contracts, like maybe TJ you can drop, at the deadline. He is 33. Could be a nice little, third line option for someone. He does have a tiny bit of value, so maybe. But again, don't really need any draft picks for this next year. However, the year after, we could grab an extra second. Absolutely. We got 3 firsts already. Maybe a late first if we get lucky with that, retention. But that's about it. And that's, just a little something that we may do at the trade deadline. So we'll go ahead and just start simming here. And probably just fly up to the deadline. Not really worry about stats too much. I mean, the only rookie we have is playing in the top 6 with some power play. Just trying to give him the time. I will skip the first stat check. We'll go to the first growth check here for sure. And that's kind of about it. So let's get simming here. Let the tanking continue, essentially. That's the goal here. That's what should likely happen. And, of course, we'll do the scouting and such on the way. So let's see. Regular season is now underway. Start off with a win. We'll let the auto scout get going here. But for the most part, I'm expecting a whole lot of L's this season. Rockford is essentially just best lines. I didn't change anything, so I can continue to just best lines that. One thing I forgot to do, man. The reason there were so many injuries last year is I forgot to change my sliders from 50 to down to 20. So that was a huge contributing factor why there's just so many. I know we have a lot of players that usually ups it, but usually not to that extent. Now get out of here. That was kind of decent, but I can't really trade anyone right now. We need him to play at least for a little bit up to the deadline. That's the idea. That's the goal. So just remove everything from the block and continue on here. We're 5-8-2. Now 5-9-2. Doing all right, I guess. Maybe squeaking out a few more wins than we deserve, but we are last in the division. We hope that kind of keeps up. And we keep bumping ourselves downward. We'd like to see, some good goal scoring and stuff like that, especially on the power play. But maybe doing a bit better than I expected here. Let's check out that draft class. We'll start to get some skating going. Zach Tracy, I believe that's actually a member. Of course, now there's a bunch of OFDs, maybe. Is that a franchise? I don't think so. I think there's just high elites. But you can see here some of the members coming in. I like this. A DFD. A lefty DFD. This has got to be one of our main targets here. Is John Poutine. Got to be one of the main targets. A lefty DFD to pair with that righty OFD that we just got. That would be tremendous to grab. Most of these guys, unfortunately, already been looked at. But we want to get as much info as possible. Yeah, Shooter McGavin. Maybe he'll come to the Red Lobster with me and we'll get some grub. Ooh. High-ranked goalie. I don't know if we'll be picking one of those up. But definitely something to take a look at. Alright, so again, we're going to get most of this first round scouted. Then start target scouting the stuff that we really kind of want to check out here. But as much info in the first round as possible. Because, well, we do have 3 firsts. So likely those are going to be landing in kind of spread out areas. Unfortunately, we're getting that already being scouted thing, but that's okay. A lot of, should get at least enough info on some of this to have an idea of where things are going to end up. Another goaltender here, already been scouted. He's got the gem next to him. I believe, yeah, it's a member. Okay. Well then. That's about it for the... Oof, not even going to scout that. Oof. Alright, let's go to target scouting here. And see if we can maybe find some potential steals, though. Ooh, a bust right there. Another goaltender. Man, if I knew this many goaltenders were coming up, I maybe would have selected someone else with that other pick. Ugh, I'm not liking what I'm seeing right here. This is quite late. I'm going to scout him anyway, though. Yeah, so far not so good, man. Can't say I'm thrilled about that selection of potential medium elites. I mean, when we get to the top 6s, we should potentially see more here. And also not too thrilled with the location, at least of these first possible low elites. They're kind of a bit outside of the optimal range, that kind of 30, 40, 50 mark. But 100 plus, maybe. You never know. Later rounds, I mean, they're less likely to develop and stuff like that, but I want all the info. I'm the boss. Need the info. So let's just keep going down the line here. There's a nice... Is that... Wait, hold on. Did that switch? Yeah, I went back to mediums. I was like, oh, yeah, of course. We can see medium elites here. We have seen them before in the 40s, 50s. So that's a nice little change or addition to... I guess that was kind of in the game last year, too. Yeah. In NHL 22, you started seeing some of those medium elites actually appearing earlier now. Sometimes that had to do with just not as deep of a draft class. Other times it was just an outlier, which I do kind of like. A bit more, a little bit more randomness to the equation. Dude, the lows are not making me happy right now. We're really not seeing any in those good locations. All right. I'm going to scout some of these mediums back here because you can find those top 4s and top 6s there. So that's at least good. Man! Kind of striking out here, at least location-wise, with what we have on initial info. Yeah. That doesn't give us too good of a starting point. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Auto Scout can come in clutch, so I'm going to be, I think, counting on a bit of Auto Scout here to help us out, because, oof. Not a whole lot of good tidings right now from what I'm seeing. Really not the starting point I would have preferred, but, you know, we'll deal with it. We'll battle through it. It's more about the, we don't have to worry about the steals as much. That's kind of more becomes our currency a bit later here. We're looking for those game changers. Wow. All right, that must have been probably one of the more lackluster areas. Man, we're almost back up to 500. We've been, having a good little stretch right here. That being said, Trevor Moore just goes down with an injury. So that'll be Lafferty just filling in. All right. Are we going to continue? Ooh, that's another one. At least it's a defenseman. I get to spread out my depth. Throwing Mitchell. I'll keep Brody in that top 6 role. I likely won't move him up. All right. That's AHL, so I can successfully just keep best linesing the AHL. That'll be fine. Wow, we actually dipped above. We're above 500 right now, which is kind of ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous. This is going to text our depth here, but we can throw in more. He's sort of kind of healed. Hopefully he doesn't get re-injured. That's always a danger, but something that we're going to have to risk right now. Yeah, not a real error. Not a real error. And not a real error. Mackenzie's up to 80. I don't know if that's, I don't quite know if that's, you know, morale. It shouldn't be morale. Well, he is getting the extra power play time, but it really shouldn't be morale. That might be some real growth. So that'll be tremendous if he's already growing. Yeah, that'll be really good. All right, Murphy goes back. And, dude, we're above 500. Oops, I already filled back in more. Wow! We are above 500. Not something I expected, not something I really wanted. But, okay. Alright. Couple losses right there. We're 15, 14, and 5 here, heading into the month of January. I might have to check. Wow, Seth Jones is having himself a time. Yeah, we're nowhere near the bottom. We're 10 points ahead of the bottom right now. Surprising. Honestly, surprising. Wow, okay. I gotta check the stats because I wasn't quite expecting this. How are we doing it? What the fuck? How are we doing it? Oh my, okay, we're getting lucky. So, alright, we are essentially getting lucky right now. So this should, there's no way mathematically this can keep up. Although I did say that about the Rangers beginning to last season and then they really exploded, but maybe it's catching up to them this season. What the hell, man? I don't even know. Seth Jones is having a good old time. Domi's got 27 points onto the CU, 22, more 22. Yeah, dude. I don't know how. Brody's got a few. Ooh, only one power play point. That's not exactly what we want to see, but it's a learning curve. Definite learning curve. Mrazek's kicking ass as the backup. Wow. Yeah, Mrazek's kind of carrying right now as a backup. You saw that record. Okay. Definitely not what I expected, but I expect us to come back down to earth. I don't think it's sustainable given that goals for, goals against ratio. Come on, let me see some real growth from Brody. Okay, yeah, it is. It is. Not much. Offensive awareness went up. Okay, that'll crank your overall up quick. Offensive awareness and defense awareness. So it's a good thing he is growing naturally. That's very good for us. Okay. Not the guys I wanted to see quite yet. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay, Jonas Rantala a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of morale growth, but offensive awareness and... Apparently we're only allowed to grow offensive awareness and defensive awareness right now. Not the kind of start I wanted to see, but it's okay. Pisani growing is good for us. Cody Smith growing is also good, but it's not a ton yet. Hopefully the next check will bear a bit more fruit for us. But yeah, definitely a little lackluster so far. But we got time. We'll check again probably at the deadline here, as well as check in on any potential trades that we may want to make. We'll just go up. I used to hate landing on games before. I've gotten a bit more okay with it. There we go. That's a bit more what we thought may happen. We're winning a lot of those really close one-goal games. And that, I think, was kind of boosting us up, and why our goal differential wasn't quite there. Oof. Ah. That'll hurt the development. Jonas Rantala out until frickin' February. With a fractured left elbow. That's unfortunate. That's a first-year injury in the AHL is not something that you want to see. But we'll deal with it. All right, let's do some scouting real quick. All right, continuing on here, and right back up close to 500, yeah. We just can't lose enough. Oh, well, there you go. Brossois going out with an injured hip. Bit unfortunate there. We actually have to call up a goaltender. Soderblom would have to pass through waivers. I don't like that. I mean, he likely won't get claimed, but he's also young and kind of neat, so... Yeah, potential backup of the future. Let's not risk him just getting nabbed off of waivers. Oh, Mazic's back up to 81. So Jones goes in. Some rando. Quap gets put in here. Alrighty. Well, maybe that'll help us lose a bit more. I don't know. But Mrazek was the one doing... Oh, he's already back. That was weak. Alright. Back in you go, Brossois. And now we gotta send the kid back down. Pretty quick. Quick cup of... No, what? What? How are we... I really hate when it does this. When your team is completely legal before, and then it says, no, you're not going to be legal now. How? Is there any, like, inconsequential guy I could call it? Not really. God, I hate this. Oh, the game. The game still sucks. Why can't... How am I going to be under? I think this is one of... I don't even know why this happens, but it clearly does. I don't actually know what to do here. Can I... Alright, well, a player of non-consequence I just gotta call up. Who are you? Senny. Can I call him up? And make that, like... Okay. Alright, I guess I gotta call up some other rando guy. Best AHL lines, because that's what we had. That should have fixed the goalies. Yeah. And now we have no scratches there, but that's kind of okay, I guess. That's rough. Okay, well. At least it's all fixed, I guess. I hate when that happens. It's so weird. But, yeah, there you go. Alright, almost to the deadline. A few more losses here at the bottom of the division again. Jonas Rantsala is back, so that's real good. Oh, I should actually just best lines. Yeah, that's what you want to do here. 81 offensive awareness, 79. Alright, I guess, yeah. Get the best guys we can with... Wow, he was doing really good. 36 points in 38 games played. Really doing good. Alright, keep going. Keep her going here. A couple more wins. We're having some of those high-scoring games. Wow. Speaking of which, tough loss right there. Jujar Kara. Alright, I know where he's at, so I'll just do head coach, replace player. That's easy enough. One more game. Keep best lines in Rockford because I'm not doing anything else with him. Alright, 25, 30, and 6. Definitely not at the bottom, like we were kind of hoping. But still near enough. We're in the bottom 5. We're in the bottom 5 still, so that is good. That is kind of good. Do I want to make a minor trade here at the deadline? We'll check things out. Are we still... Yeah, the goal differential's still bad. Penalty kill's actually gotten better. Points-wise, Domi's got 50. Wow. I was really hoping Antanasiu could keep boosting himself. Not to be the case this season, at least. More, yeah, no one's really doing anything offensively. Seth Jones is crushing it, and he's kind of the only one. Brody is not doing a whole heck of a lot. He's got some power play points. He's actually got a shorty point as well. Short-handed goal. Still only an 80. Whatever. He'll jump up. He'll get some jumps. Yeah, Brossois doing horrible, which is good for us. That's absolutely good for us. He likely won't get stat growth, but whatever. He's just filling a hole in the lineup. Do I want to trade Trevor Moore? He's not having a tremendous season by any means, but we could ship him out, like I said, for like a second from next year or something else. Like we could still pick up a second from next year. Maybe even a first if we can get lucky. It'll be a very late first. Let's see what his value's like. Wait, who the hell was it? Uh-oh. Looks like it's not very good. Oh, wow. It was Johnson. Yeah, nope. Nope, might as well not trade him. Yeah, you might as well kind of not trade him. Damn, he had good value at the beginning, and it's bad now. Yeah, you kind of might as well not move him. Yeah, he's having such a bad season. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, you might as well not. Honestly, yeah, there's no point in trying to move for a pick from next season. Yeah, there's no point. Okay, we're just going to finish this year off. I think that's the plan because, yeah. Damn. Well, it is what it is. So, alright. Alright. We'll just continue the tank here. We don't really have any good, good pieces, good currency to move here. So we're just going to pass it by and just get towards that draft. So kind of a uneventful year in the way of all things. But that's how sometimes things go during a tank. Wow, Benson to Buffalo for 2/3, and Anaheim gets Tarasenko and Saad. I can't say I agree with that from Anaheim, but all right, you do you. Zabora on waivers. That was only the major. That was the one major trade. Can we stop winning, please? Thanks. We just keep winning, don't we? All right, Regula out. I could have went head coach replaces, but yeah, Lafferty's still in there. Still got Senny as another option. Just because I had to call someone up. Okay. Scout time again. All right. Moving on towards the end of the year now. Radish is now out. We already have Lafferty in because someone else is out. So, Senny. Oh, wait. Kara's back. What? Maybe he's not fully healed yet? Oh, what? I hate this. I almost preferred when there's an actual error. Alright, Regula's back. There we are. Yeah, Kara, he should be fully healed soon if he's... There we go. Alright, so... Yeah, we don't care about him. Lafferty... Well... I guess either one of them. Could be the guy. For simplicity's sake, we'll leave Senny in there. Why the heck not? Okay. Come on, get us in last in the division. Lose these games, baby. Radish is already back. Stop getting points, though. Alright, I'm going to go head coach replace player, because, yeah. Okay. Nice losses there as we try to just get to the end of the season. Let me go to the end of the season, no more injuries. Thanks. Goodbye. L. Nah. L. Nah. Boo. Man, we had like a kind of okay season. Well, I mean, it's just not a full tank. Not a full tank mode, which is, yeah, whatever. Okay, let's wrap things up here. How the heck? 34, 41, and 7. Not a good record by any means, but like I said, you got 75 points. Wow, that power play kept dropping. Where did we even end up in the grand scheme of things? Yeah, we're in the bottom 5, so we should have a lottery selection. Hopefully, too many people don't move up and kick us out of that top 5 for draft reasons. But yeah, could have been a bit better or worse, however you want to look at it. All right. Seth Jones led the entire team in points. Domi had 60, though, man. That should boost him up. If he doesn't get boosted up, I'll be a little bit perturbed. He should get boosted up. He'd be a primary trade piece if he does get that stat growth. Anthony CynFtWProductions, maybe he'll at least maintain what he got. Everyone else was kind of meh. Big meh. Brody ended up with 21 points in his rookie season. A few points on the power play. It wasn't tremendous by any means. This is more just, you know, just a growth period for him. 9 goals is not too bad. Goaltender-wise, Brossoit ended up over a 90. Mrazek did absolutely crazy good as the backup. All right. So let's see how we stacked up to the rest of the league. Alexander Barkov led the way in points with 96. I think that screws everyone's predictions up. No one even hit 100 points. Wow. Matthews only had 83 and only 41 goals. Who even led in goals? McKinnon? Yeah, McKinnon with 52. Not a huge scoring year across the NHL. Barkov with the most assists, only 62. Yeah. Not that big. Silverberg is the most clutch for sure. 9-game winners of 28. Power play goal leader. McDavid with 16. Power play point totals. Barkov with 30. Shorties. Marchand with 4. Barzal had 5 points on the kill. And we'll check out those possible sell. Bergeron up there, of course. Hischier mentioned maybe not enough faceoffs. Crosby's kind of always in that range. Kopitar, Barkov. Barkov could be taking home quite a lot of hardware. I think those are your top guys. Oh, O'Reilly. Man, Tavares, if he only took more faceoffs and probably had better defensive stats. Lindholm, I mentioned. Couturier. Oh, this is going to be, yeah, kind of a crazy Selke race. All right. Defensively. Nice. Wow. Triple nice, man. 69 for Hughes, 69 for Edmund, 69 for Makar. I guess it would go to Makar. Slight better play. I don't even know. I've never seen this. A three-way tie in points. I don't even know. Wow, but look at Seth Jones up there, 66. Tied for I guess it would be, well, if you count it like golf, you're tied for fourth. I don't know how they'd count in here. Wow. Okay. Pretty impressive, honestly. A lot of similar point totals. Markstrom did really well again, but oh my God. For a regular season, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Does he have an extension yet? Holy fuck. 37, 12, 11, 9 shutouts, a 938 save percentage, and a sub-2 goals against average. I don't know if I've ever seen that for a regular season. Igor Shesterkin just went beast mode. Just went friggin' beast mode. Carrying the Rangers on his back. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's insane. All by himself. That's insane. Yeah, no one even close. Rookies. Bedard with 50 points. 22 goals for the Sharks. Where was that Mayarov? Yeah, he only played... Oof, he did not do too good. Not do too good. Wow, Bedard grow way more than he did. All right, well, Bedard, the favorite for the Calder right now. Oh, franchise backup. Only played 17 games. The most games was from UPL. Honestly, yeah, 920, 239. You can make a solid argument, but he is older. That's not really a starting role. Yeah, you can't give him the Calder in that situation. So, Calder going to Bedard. With only 50 points, but it's going to Bedard. Okay, let's do the fun stats here. Kind of a lower scoring year, all things considered. Probably Shesterkin out. Bunting! That was the guy I was fucking thinking of, by the way. Whenever the hell I was talking about. Bunting, 200 hits. What did I just do? I wasn't supposed to do that. 200 hits for Bunting fights. That's next. 15 fights for Reeves in Tampa. And he's the only one with a bunch of fights. Mayfield had 4. He was in second place. LOL. Ryan Reeves. Keeping the dream alive. Keeping that dream alive. But, yeah. Let's check some growth. As well as get you guys a look at the draft class coming up here. Growth-wise, come on, Brody. Yeah, okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. Not a ton, but again, he's still only 18 with a higher overall. You often see this with those younger guys who start higher overall. Not a tremendous amount of growth, but they can sometimes, you know, jump real well, and it takes them a while sometimes to get that growth going. Either way, Brody McKenzie, solid. And at least he grew, right? So, over here now, Pisani grew quite a bit. And that's good for a goaltender, because they usually get more jumps than anything else. Unfortunately, okay, Korchinski, wow, okay, I was like, maybe we can't bank on Korchinski. Dude is gonna do it. Wow. Yeah, he's NHL ready. Cody Smith grew 1 overall. Offensive awareness going up, which is good. Shot going up, which is good. Defense awareness going up, which is good. So, it's all good growth, albeit not a ton. Yeah, Jonas Rantala, not a ton, but he's up to 80 overall, 1 overall growth. A lot of morale growth in there. His offensive stats are kind of nuts. Yeah, the defense going up as well makes it more even across the board. Again, not a ton of growth. I expected a bit more from a high top 6, but he should be NHL ready. Give me a little off-season jump too. That'll be really good. Yeah, not a huge growth year overall. Not a huge growth year overall. But it was okay. It wasn't abysmal by any means, but he wanted a bit more. Halton not growing. That's a bit unfortunate considering he's lower on the totem pole. So we'll have to see how that all turns out. But that, yeah, not a huge, again, not a huge growth here, but we'll see. All right, so we got a franchise here who I don't think is a member. Well, 1 year ETA. I actually think he might be. Maybe, I guess someone did roll franchise. I forgot. Anyway, nice surprise for Zach Tracy. OFD franchise. Not exactly someone we're going to target. 2-way D, high elite. A few snipers in here. This is what we really want, though. Poutine. I mean, that's a tremendous piece that we're really probably going to want to get our hands on because we already got the OFD. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Franchise gold. That's right. I'm apparently stupid. And there was multiple I just forgot everything. I lied to you guys. Apparently there's 2 franchises. One's a goalie. Damn. Do we have any steals here? Not exactly. No medium elites. That's unfortunate, but maybe kind of expected. One low elite here. That guy could be. No top 6s, really. Oh, man. Yeah. Scouting wasn't tremendous. Wow. Pretty bad. Pretty bad scouting-wise. We have a bit more time to get more info, but yeah, we're going to have to utilize those interviews for sure. So, again, kind of just breezed by this season. Get ourselves to the next draft, which is our next big kind of, point in this franchise is to get to the next draft, keep getting that young crop of talent situated. So, all right, that'll do it for this one. The draft will be in the next one. So hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.